Welcome, podcast fans. It's time for the What's Up Bro podcast show presented by J&J Production Studios, the home for all your entertainment needs. All kinds of great topics discussed every week, a variety of different themes offered, special guest appearances, prize giveaways, and so much more. Stay tuned. And now, here are your hosts, Sam Crow and Big Hoss.
A glorious good evening to everybody. Happy Saturday to you all. So glad to have you here. We're actually in the sick bay tonight. Well, I'm not, but unfortunately Big Hoss is. How are you doing there, Big Hoss?
Feel like death.
Death warmed over?
I've been sick for the last few days, actually.
So what's been going on? What have you got going on there?
I think I just got a cold, a really bad cold.
You have a cough, a fever, anything, headache?
I had a 104-degree fever the other day.
Damn. Gee whiz. Well, the good part is, this fits in with our topic, because we were talking about this last night, and if you guys caught up the show last night, we're going to expand upon this further. But we were talking about what to do to prevent us from getting sick, or at the very least, trying to...
My friend got me sick.
Yeah, and if you are sick, how to kind of get better quicker, or try to take care of yourself. So we're going to cover all that great stuff there. We're going to catch up with Big Hoss. I know Big Hoss has been busy, a lot of things going on, but it's nice to have him back here. And really our first shot, we're going to test this out. We mentioned this a few weekends ago, but we now have a correction in our audio outputs. So hopefully when we play this back, which we will do after this goes live, and this will be great for you guys listening to this when it's pre-recorded or already recorded, it should sound like Hoss and I are in the same room. We've been playing with this for a while, trying to figure it out. I think we finally got it down pat for the most part. We're still ironing out some of the bugs, but we've got it pretty much situated. So what we're going to do is, if we have anybody else come on, same thing. There's still a couple little glitches that we got to figure out, but from what I've heard so far, it sounds really good. So I'll be excited to hear how this goes. So we're multitasking tonight, because unfortunately using the software this way, I can't use a single streaming there or a communication device like we use Zoom now, because I can't hear Hoss, so we have to have a second device so I can hear him, so it sounds like we're actually communicating, which we are. But then he's talking directly into the software so that you guys listening at home, wherever you are, can hear him crystal clear. So this way we have that covered, and hopefully we'll use that with some of our other friends when they jump back in here as well. But that's finally something that we're working on, as well as some other things that we're trying to adjust. But sounds good so far, and we'll see how this goes tonight. So let's get ready to jump in here. Let's get our fire going first of all. Oh, darn it, hang on. I don't want to, we're going to cough himself out for a minute. He's still coming back there. Boy. You couldn't have done this better if you timed this, because this has kind of been the theme this weekend. So this is a perfect example of what we're going to be talking about. Let me just skip the commercial so our fire is going. There we go. There's that. Of course, we have a couple.
There it is.
What's that? I see. Yep. He found it. Let's do just a couple quick announcements before we jump right in here. And we're going to have Dr. Sam and Dr. Hoss chat with you tonight and give you some tips on how to feel better. And we're gonna play pro.
Definitely isolate yourself if you think you're sick.
You're right, yeah. So
I happen to not have known I was sick.
Uh-huh.
And I spread it to my friend that was door dashing with me.
Oh. Well.
And she got deathly sick.
Right.
So yeah.
Yeah, it's never, unfortunately, especially with good friends.
But I think, I swear to God, she gave it to me, because I went over to her house to spend the night.
Mm-hmm.
And then the next day I felt sick.
Probably, yeah.
But she's accusing me of giving it to her, so I don't know.
It's tit for tat. Who knows who does what, where, and why? It could have been a combination. There's no way to tell for sure.
Sure there is. Stay the fuck away from me if you're sick.
Yeah, that's what we're going to talk about tonight. We talked about that last night. We're going to get into that more tonight, so that's a perfect way to do that. And we're going to try to dispense a lot of the announcements we usually do. Just have a couple quick ones, and we do have a brand new one I want to get out there, which I mentioned last night. I have some more details on. So for you guys following, it is official. I have a time slot now. I will be appearing again on Vigilantes Radio as a special guest to help promote the shows here. That's going to be Tuesday, September 26th, 10:30 p.m. Eastern Standard Time, with our good friend Deanie, who's going to host it. And we played that clip. I was on there a few months ago. You guys probably heard that. We did share that before. It's been shared on our social medias as well. But I'm going to be appearing there. And if you guys want to check that out, I'll get the link for that. Make sure I keep you guys posted. I'll share all the kind of anything promotional-wise we have. Once I have that information there, we'll circulate it through social media. You can check that out. We'll also run it through our sound system so that we can have an episode up that you guys can catch as well. So that's Tuesday, September 26th, 10:30 p.m. Eastern Time. Mark your calendars. I'll be on there. I'm looking forward to it. It's going to be awesome. Can't wait to do that. What's the other announcement we have? Just one other one I wanted to cover there.
Oh yeah, don't even invite me on. Yeah, don't do that.
You can if you want. You always say you're so bashful. If you want to come on, I'll let him know because he said last time we could both tune in. I'll have to ask him if you want to come on. I'll ask him how we can patch you through. So I got plenty of time to talk to him. But yeah, if you feel up, we'll see how you feel too. If you feel up to it, we'll probably make a regular appearance there again too. There's another person that wanted to offer us to interview as well. A couple of people actually reached out. So if you feel up to want to do that, we can do that. Sure. I'll ask him because we have to do sound check and stuff. I'll see if we can patch that through because he uses a different software than we use. I don't remember last time how I did it. I don't think it was through Zoom. I don't honestly remember. I'll have to ask.
Skype.
But if you want to do it, yeah, that's fine. I mean, it'd be great to have you come on there.
You think it was through Skype?
It might have been. I'll have to ask. I know he sent me a link, and I think it's if I get a link through the email, I can forward it to you, so you might be able to patch it in the same time. I'll send him a message and I'll ask him. But yeah, we can jump on because it's a really great conversation. It was a lot of fun. I don't know. Did you heard that last? Did you hear the one I did last time? I think you heard that clip.
No.
You can go back and listen to it if you want. I can send it to you. That just to give you an idea what it sounds like. But yeah, it's the same show, so we can do that, and we might go on another one too. I got a couple people that are reaching out that want to.
What happened to this fucking sports review thing we were supposed to do?
I did a couple. I haven't had a lot doing a couple. We can set up a time. Well, that's what we're going to talk about. We got to get a schedule because we're really hitting our numbers, and you guys have been supportive. This past weekend, actually, I don't think I shared this with us because I haven't seen you since then, but we hit an all-time high for impression rate from our statistics from at Spreaker there. We are at 75 impressions in 1 week, which is like 3 times the normal limit that we typically have. So we definitely want to get a regular schedule for you guys that are listening, and thank you to all of you who are listening. A lot of great hits on YouTube. We've been trending there. I think a lot of that attributes to being on Deanie's show and trying to advertise on a couple others. So we're going to work through that. It's also because of scheduling. I try to get an episode in when I can because sometimes I have some time I do it, but other times it just depends on the day. But we can work through that. I also want to do I want to do another episode of the ASMR and Nighttime Sleep because I want to have us come on. I want to talk with you and have you share with everybody a little bit about mental health. We're going to talk about that. I have an episode pegged for that. That might be the next one we want to do. And then
you took my fucking app and started using it willy-nilly, you fucking asshole.
The what?
You took my fucking app on the Spreaker and started using it willy-nilly, I noticed.
Hey, you can go on. You have Colorado music. That's why I said we got to get a schedule where if you want to do an episode one night and you want to do it, that's fine.
The problem is I don't have anybody on there anymore.
If you just go on and play some tune, that's why I said what I want to do is set a schedule up where we can do a couple extra shows in the week because even if we pre-record them, say like if it's an earlier day, for example, we can always pre-record them and then upload them at the 10 p.m. slot too on a weeknight if we need to. We can do that. That's on my calendar, a list of things to do, which is what I mentioned to you the other day. That's what I want to sit down and talk about when we get a block of time. Just let me know a good time for you too. But yeah, we'll work that. I mean, right now the weekend shows here are our biggest draw, so we're pretty much where we're at every weekend anyway. So there isn't we have some of you guys have been watching the other episodes, and we're thankful for that. We want to encourage you and expose you to that more. But obviously, this show here is our biggest draw for you guys, so that we have going. But yes, we will work through all that. That's kind of the plan, especially now that the numbers are really rocketing through the roof. And again, we thank you, every single one of you. If you're new here, fantastic. We love having you, and if you've been here with us since the beginning, awesome as well. But But there's that. What was the other? There was one other announcement I wanted to share. I don't remember what it was. I'll save it for later. If I think about it, maybe after we do a commercial break, we'll talk about it. So let's jump in here. Let's talk about this because this is perfect segue for. First and foremost, as you guys know too, today, September 23rd, it is Saturday night. It is the first official day of fall. Let's get it in here. Have to have a little cheer for that. And the season officially changed, and the weather's been changing. So, and what is my computer doing here? Hang on. There we go. So I said that Big Hoss is perfect because he's the perfect prime example of we've been talking about this weekend and trying to be safe and getting sick and all that great stuff. So give us their Big Hoss. So now you've been sick for a couple of days. So give us the timeline of when you started noticing you were sick. So walk everybody through it. So how to know your symptoms when you start feeling sick. What did you start with?
Well, first my nose started tingling.
Okay.
I started getting a stuffy nose, and then I started coughing.
Okay.
And then it progressed to a fever.
How high?
104 degrees.
Man, that's pretty high. And at least I'm assuming it's better now. Do you still have it now, or has it been better?
Oh fuck! It's not as bad, but it's still bad.
So what are you doing to combat your cold? What are some things you've been doing to try to help alleviate your symptoms and all that great stuff?
I've been drinking tea and
we talked about that last night. Yep.
Cold and flu medicines.
Yep, we talked about that as well. That's actually perfect. So I want to ask you this because last night we shared. I went through. We found a couple articles explaining what to do, how to protect yourself, and also being able to.
Well, first of all, I wasn't out last night. I was sick, so I lied there for a second because I didn't want to admit that I was sick.
No, that's fine. I mean, and truthfully,
I was actually recovering on my sleep last night.
That's fine. I mean, again, if you're just say I'm just not feeling well, that's fine. No big deal. It's going to happen, and again, it's this time of year, and I've said at some point we all get sick at a certain point in time. So that's it's like I said, as long as I know, so I can be prepared. It's fine. Because there's no point in coming on if you're sick because you're not going to feel the best. I've had that, you know that, because I was sick a couple times. I'm like, I really can't do it, and just don't feel up to. I need at least a night off. So that's also why we're gonna. Oh, that's the other announcement. I was gonna say we're possibly tentatively scheduling an episode with. Recording with our good friend Ramsey, possibly tomorrow. I haven't heard back from him, but that was the tentative timeline. If we record that tomorrow, then we'll probably upload that next Friday or Saturday. So we'll get a night off at least one of those 2 days if I can get that. We can get that him on here to record. But something like that happens. It's no big deal. Again, we all have to take a break now and again. It happens. So if you just say like I don't feel well, I'm not up to it, no problem. Like I said, I just like to know ahead of time, just so I know how to prepare. Like, obviously, you see, like what we have to do to set everything up. So, if I don't have to do that, then I just take whatever I have right in front of me. But yeah, last night we talked a lot about that, and tea was one of the things I told everybody. Is I know one time I had a cold. Really, the only way I combated it was I drank tea at least 3 times a day for at least 3 or 4 days straight. And in that instance, it did help. It doesn't always help, depending on the cold that you have. But it's a natural way to do it. We talked about all kinds of ways, and obviously we touched a little bit towards the end about social distancing, washing our hands, and as Hoss was lovingly sharing how he and his friend now were debating who gave it to who, you clearly shared it with one another in some capacity. So that's always an unfortunate turnabout. It does happen.
He was running 104-degree fever as well, too.
That's all part. Yeah, that's. I mean, gosh, that's pretty high. I mean, at least you didn't end up in the hospital yet. That's usually 103, 104. If you ride that for a few days, that's hospital level. So at least you're doing that. No nausea.
No, I covered up when I started feeling the fever. So that way I could try and break it.
Right. Yep.
And I took some Advil,
good
fever reducer.
Yep.
And that seemed to take care of it.
Yeah, and keep drinking. We say too, hydration. Drink lots of water. Keep yourself going. Some soup if you have it. Some good broth if you can put it down. Do that.
I had chicken noodle soup.
That's good. If you're congested, stay away from milk. Cause
I learned that the hard way.
What's that?
I learned that the hard way.
Did you? Yeah. See,
I drank half a gallon of milk, and the next thing you know, I couldn't cough up mucus.
Yeah, that's why because milk aggravates the mucus. That's why you say stay away from milk products when you have a head cold like that. Trying to think what else is there. You can use, if you have any natural herb like garlic, add a lot of garlic tea or something or other. You can take some of that. Take a spoonful of that. That's one I didn't mention for you guys. If you were listening last night to the episode, we gave some home remedy ideas. That was another option. It's a little potent, it's a little strong, but it does help, especially clearing the sinuses and the nasal.
Fuck that. I ain't taking a fucking spoonful of garlic.
I'm not saying you have to snort it. I'm just saying you could take a little bit of it and just, I think he'd rather do the cinnamon challenge than do that.
Fuck no. I'd rather not do either one.
That won't help. Just a spoiler alert. Don't try that one. Don't do the cinnamon challenge while you're sick. That will not help you in any capacity. But yeah, no, it definitely, I mean, again, and you said just a bit ago before we started too, you're glad at least it's not COVID, but you have to rule that out. So, for a lot of people, it's just the common norm now. Since COVID broke out, you have to just make sure you rule every possibility because you don't know. And even I had it again back in July. I was sick, which Hoss knows that. I was sick back with COVID again. And I kind of knew I was in trouble because I started feeling unwell the one night, and the next day when I got up, I had the fatigue, and I'm like, this is not good. This is like when I had COVID. And sure enough, I took the COVID test. It takes up to 15 minutes for results. I got my results in like 30 seconds. So, yeah, that's why it's not uncommon. And if you guys feel like you're sick, please make sure you do test yourselves or get tested or see a doctor. Just make sure that it's not that, because you do not want to be giving that to your friends or your family or loved ones or anybody. So definitely please make sure you take care of yourself in that regard.
Hello.
Nice. There you go.
COVID tests.
Always the best friend nowadays. That's, it's just a common norm now. It's a normal practice. We've had that since 2020 now. So, I mean, and it doesn't guarantee that anybody has COVID. You have to rule that possibility out because you just don't know. That's the toughest thing with COVID too, is it masks itself like it's so much like it's any kind of cold. So you just want to make sure that you're not missing anything there. And we're really glad that you don't have it, because that would be pretty much of a bummer. But again, head colds, the flu, bronchitis, pneumonia, I mean, all kinds of these things. We're in fall now. What a way to kick off the first episode of fall. We can't really script this. This was not scripted at all. It's just a happenstance that Hoss happens to be sick. On the first official day of this is our first official fall episode, which we're looking for. This is our first weekend of fall, technically, even though last night was still on the cusp of fall. But this is going to be the growing trend. I'm sure at some point, I hate to jinx myself, but I'm probably going to have something at some point. It's just inevitable that you tend to get sick. So it is what it is. But now you know what to do, how to take care of yourself. You still have your snacks there, I'm guessing, so you're good there.
My snacks are over there. I'm working on something else right now.
Your comfort foods, and you're resting. You're not overexerting yourself, so you're able to get yourself back on track there. Let me actually pull this up, because we're kind of using the video here, so I don't want to stop the video. There we go. Oh, we got time perfect. It'll be perfect time. We'll probably take a break in about 10 minutes because our timer's going to run out on Zoom. We can reset that. That'll be perfect. But yeah, I mean, and even the thing of it is too, is as much as you take care of yourself and, you do work hard at that. Most people do wash hands, social distance, all that stuff. Don't go out if you are sick, like Hoss is doing, which is good. Stay home. Don't go anywhere. Don't share the love. Those are all important things to keep friends and family safe. So in that regard too, I did give a shout out to your mom. That was true. I did mention that to you last night. So
I wasn't really with her. I was sick.
That's all right. But we do shout her out now and again because we talk about her. So most people probably have a good idea who she is now too. And you do spend time with her, which is good. But you don't always get that time all the time either. So
here recently, it's not been as much as you would think.
Yeah, I mean, there's times it does happen like
I used to go out all the time with her.
I know
now she really doesn't take me out.
I know now she's kind of like you're number 4 on the speed dial, not even number. I'm just kidding. I'm kidding.
Yeah.
But I mean, it's part of life. I mean, there's always that period where that's the funny thing. Like, I mean, I have instances where as I got older, I mean, even when I was still living with my parents, I didn't spend as much time with them, which you would think you would, being in the same house. But it's just kind of the way it is. Hang on, Costa's coughing up his lung there for a second. As I said, we are a full-service corporation here where we have entertainment galore, and that includes even a sick bay. So we are the doctor. The doctors are in for the evening, so we are going to. If you have a cold, if you're suffering at home listening to this, hopefully we can help cheer you up a little bit because I'm sure you're all in bed with something or other. So, and we're gonna all watch and see with the bated breath if Hoss keels over at some point, which we hope he doesn't. But and running 104-degree fever. I mean, he said he had that twice. Yeah. So, no COVID, though he did take a test, so he's good there.
What was that, Miss Elijah?
Yeah, she's asking about you. Yeah, I said he had 104. Yeah, wow. I was like, gee whiz. Like, yep. So.
Yeah, it was bad. It was bad.
But we're glad again.
I just crawled in my bed and I used my fluffy blanket, my Uggs blanket that I have.
That's what I do.
And
sweat it out. Sweat it out of you. Like,
exactly. I sweated it out, and I was getting hot under there, and then all of a sudden I got the chills, and I was like, oh, it broke.
When I think I might have told you.
Because when you get the chills, that means it broke.
Right. It starts to, yeah. Well, there's a funny story, and I think I shared this, and I may have shared this, Hoss may have heard this, but back when I worked, I told you guys I was a news carrier. I delivered papers early in the morning. I'll never forget this. I got sick one year. I actually was sick multiple times, so I had to be outside. This particular day, I had what was like a head cold, and it was raining cats and dogs. It was cold outside. I had to be out there. So I did what I had to do. I came back. We'll let Hoss catch his breath for a second. He's got a sick bay.
That's just...
I did what I had to do. I came home. I had my breakfast, and then I went to bed. As soon as I went to bed, I was laying in bed ready to try to go to sleep. All of a sudden, the chills hit me, and I'm talking like I was under 4 layers of blankets, and I'm holding myself. Like, I mean, chills. Like, I was rocking.
That's how I felt.
I was rocking the bed, shaking so much, holding on to myself.
Yep, that's how I was the other day.
And then I finally passed.
I had my Uggs blanket and my comforter on at that moment. The only 2 blankets I had.
I had 2 of those on. 2, like, they're like Ugg blankets. I had 2 of them on with the comforter. The thing that really stunk was I eventually fell asleep. When I woke up, everything broke, and I was covered and drenched in sweat because my body temperature restored to normal. So now I have, like, it's like 100 degrees under my blanket. So I quickly, kicked everything off, and I'm peeling my clothes off going, yeah, I'm all covered in, like sweat because I was warm. But at least I knew the fever broke, too, because obviously I felt normal at that point. But it's not fun. I mean, even with now I got the COVID vaccine, the last couple rounds I had it, the worst thing I had, I didn't have a lot of symptoms. The one constant symptom I had was the chills, and my God, were that horrible. Like, it's just like completely debilitating where when I would go to the bathroom even to sit on the toilet, I had to wear like a coat or something on or sweatshirt because I was freezing. So that's no joke. That is definitely something that you go through that. It's miserable. In addition to, like, if you have extra symptoms like Hoss, you have the cough and you have a headache or sore throat or congestion or all of the above.
Well, I had a sore throat that I had.
Yep.
It was bad.
Yeah.
I had a sore throat. I thought it was strep for a moment. My mom thought it was bronchitis.
Yeah. Very close.
She said it sounded the way I was coughing sounded like bronchitis.
Yep. That's the thing. Like, it could, you just don't know, and then you never know what's floating out there. And of course, if you get it from somebody else, you don't know what they're sick with. They probably don't know what they're sick with. So that's why we say all the time is you be careful when you're out and about. If you know you're sick, especially if you have a cold, don't go out.
If I would have known I was sick, I wouldn't have gone out with her.
Well, yeah, that's the thing. And see, she didn't know, and then unfortunately, probably because of that, you're in the predicament you're in now. Unfortunately. It's rough. I mean, we feel for you all. If you are sick or have been sick recently, we feel for you. It's just We know it's just it's a normal part of life with that, but it just doesn't make it any less unbearable or fun, obviously. So
well, that's lovely.
That's why we say all the time, take care of yourselves, do what you can, be mindful of others, and sometimes people don't know you're sick. Now, I mentioned too, we talked about this, obviously if you have kids that are in school, it's naturally going to happen at some point that your child or children will bring home something from one of their classmates or somebody else that's in the school, because it's an area where they're completely overcrowded to where it's going to spread some way or form. And there's only so much you can do to prevent that, but practicing good purposes like washing your hands and social distancing and coughing in your elbow. If you prefer...
I just coughed up and fucking threw up mucus.
Yeah, or that. Well, drinking all that milk didn't help either. So when you did that the other day, that didn't help either. So
I just had milk in my food products tonight too.
Yeah, try to stay away from the dairy stuff if you can help it. No cheese, no milk, no. What else is there? Cream cheese. No ice cream. That's a big one. No ice cream, obviously. That is
ice cream.
Yep, that's good. Yeah, no ice cream. That's in case you guys didn't know, a little tidbit for that. That's a huge one that can wreak havoc on your sinuses for that too. So, or for the mucus point of it. So, definitely stay away from that. But at least, the rest is a big one too. We talked about resting. Rest as much as you can. That'll help your body to heal faster.
Don't listen to him.
Yep. Try. You're what?
I said, it won't. Don't listen to him. And I go, I'm just fucking with you.
I was going to say, wait a minute. Yeah, because here's they know, because I shared this. When I had COVID, I tried to rest. Now, to be fair, though, some instances with some colds, it's harder to get sleep, because especially I know for me with sinuses and being stuffed up, it's hard to sleep at night. So that is, if you have the ability to sleep when you're congested like that, no matter how you do it, try to do it. Even if you take naps, like for me, I had times where
I found when I get sick, I use my CPAP.
That helps. Yeah, if you have a sleep apnea.
And it helps me sleep, so I don't get as
congested,
yeah.
Yeah, you can do that. That's kind of the same thing like with...
But I use that every night anyways, so...
So that works out. It's almost like running a vaporizer at night. It kind of has the same effect there. So all those kind of neat things we can do and more there. But we're going to take a short break here because I see our meeting's about to run out, so the boss is about to get cut off. We're going to reset. We'll come back to more here at the sick bay in the sick ward at What's Up Bro podcast show. Brought to you by J&J Production Studios, your one true home for entertainment, and of course, your home for the evening in the sick ward and sick bay. For all of you not feeling well, if you're home with the flu in the bed, hopefully we can cheer you up a little bit tonight. It's a unfortunate way to hang out for the weekend, but c'est la vie. It is what it is. It does happen, and we just hope, our prayers are with you too, that you get well quickly. You or your loved ones, whoever's sick, hopefully you all feel better very soon. But plenty more to go.
Oh yeah, don't even wish I get better. Fuck you.
You too. Yeah, we're hoping for you too. I know, for that as well. So yeah, you're off there. I can hear. I know you're. That's why we're giving you a break. I can still hear Hoss talking to me because he's. I got him sitting right next to me too, so I can have audio. I can hear him. But let's take a short pause. Let me pause our campfire here. Get that going. Give you guys a chance. If you need a snack or go to the bathroom, or please take your time, blow your nose, or take your cough medicine, whatever you need to do in the meantime. We'll come back. Plenty of. Yeah, you got time. Go ahead. We'll come back then. We got plenty more of the show here on your Saturday night for your entertainment. We'll see you guys very shortly. Again, well wishes to you all. Get better soon for everybody, including Big Hoss, of course. We don't want to leave you out there. And stay tuned for plenty more here. We got lots more that we're going to talk about. We're going to hopefully continue to give some good insights. What's that? Oh. Let me see. Hang on. Do I have the new meeting? Let's see, because it cut it off. All you have to do is just go back in the email, and the link should still be good. Just try clicking on that. I'll pull the. No, there we go. Okay, yep, we'll pull you back in. But for you guys at home, let's take a break. We'll be right back for more here at the show. We'll see you guys in just a moment. Stay tuned. Keep resting. Get those vaporizers running. Have plenty of tissues there. Take your home remedies, whatever you need to do that's going to help you, do that. Plenty more we're going to talk about here in just a moment. We'll see you guys shortly. Stay tuned for more. We'll be right back.
Fucking threw up there for a minute. Not so hard I threw up mucus. It was not good. Yeah, that's what that was. That's what that fucking sound was.
Hey audio fans, are you looking for fun and excitement? Have you been searching for that special show? You know, the one complete package you want in a podcast? Then check out the What's Up Bro podcast show and experience what true entertainment is all about. Stay tuned and don't miss the action. Available on your favorite streaming services, including YouTube. Thank you for all your support. And as always, we'll see you at the show.
We'll be right back to the show with more in just a moment. Please stay tuned. We'll be right back to the show with more in just a moment. Please stay tuned. We'll be right back to the show with more in just a moment. Please stay tuned. We'll be right back to the show with more in just a moment. Please stay tuned. Break time is over. We're so glad you stayed tuned. Now back to the action as the show is set to resume.
Welcome back to the What's Up Bro podcast show, presented to you by J&J Production Studios, your one true home for entertainment. If you guys are just tuning in, welcome. If you've been listening for a while, you already know this, but we are clearly in the sick bay tonight. One of our very own, our big fan here, big fan favorite, Big Hoss, is sick this evening here. And you might have been actually a little extra bonus to that. I forgot to turn off his microphone during the first break part, so you might have heard him coughing and talking about that ahead of time. So,
fucking asshole.
I forgot. I'm like, oh shoot, I left his mic on. I'm like, darn it. So a little extra bonus for you guys. Sometimes it's good to leave the microphone on because you share your most intimate secrets that you don't even know you're sharing. So
shut up, fucking asshole.
I think you may have even said, I think I forgot I might accidentally shit myself. So I'm like, whoops, I forgot that my microphone's on. So we're still learning here with that part of it. This is a new bit of setup with the software. So, but either way, talking
I
about
didn't say that. I said throw up. I didn't say anything about shitting myself. You fucking
Oh, that's right. No, he
asshole.
said that's right. You said you threw up and there's a whole bunch of mucus. So that's a very colorful image that I'm sure you guys enjoyed hearing about.
Well, fucking just rat me out on air, why don't you, you fucking dick?
You already did that. You said that during the break. So if unless nobody was listening, maybe they weren't. But oops, okay, my bad. So don't listen. I'll say plenty of embarrassing stuff on me. So don't worry. I don't know what specifically, but there's something. I can guarantee you that. But yes, we're hanging out here in the sick bay. Let's get our fireplace going. We have a nice fire indoors, which beautiful though. Actually, now to have fire outdoors. So if any of you guys are lucky enough or live in an area where you can do that, wonderful for you. That's fantastic because I wish I could do that maybe sometime soon. But we also do make do with what we have available at our fingertips, and so we have the fire that we have, and it's all digital, and it's right here in front of us. That makes our lives a little bit easier and our job easier. It's just an extra couple buttons we have to push, but either way, this is just what it's all about. But yeah, so hopefully you guys, if you are recuperating, recovering, not feeling well, Big Hoss especially feels for you because he's feeling better, but he's still not 100% yet. What would you say you're at least 60% maybe, 70?
70.
That's still better than nothing compared to the other day when you felt like probably well less than 50, right?
Yeah.
So there is that. So we do relate and we sympathize with you guys if you're sick. We don't want to see anybody get sick, but it all kind of ties into this theme now we have. It's fall. Fall is here, and what that usually means, sickness is not far behind it. So hopefully do your best. Rest as much as you can. Take your meds, take your fluids, and you should be better in no time. If you are an unfortunate sort that does have COVID, especially really bad, take extra care of yourself. If you do happen to need any kind of medical attention too for that, make sure you get help right away for that. Don't let that linger. That's very important to preserve yourself there. I know it's different now than COVID was a while back, but still no joke. And especially we're talking with Hoss here. Hoss had 104-degree fever for at least a couple days, right? If I'm not mistaken.
I was lucky. It was only 2 days.
So that's good, and it did not land you in the hospital, which could have very easily done that.
I probably should have gone to the hospital, but I didn't.
But you're
because they wanted to admit my friend into the hospital.
Well, that's
so I probably should have had to gone too.
Yep. So but the other part of that too is there's always that opportunity where there's nothing like being able to recuperate at home, and sometimes your own bed is really where you need to be. So in that regard, we do understand that. So hopefully for you guys it's no different. As Hoss is still, as you can hear, he's still dealing with the coughing spells there. Get it out though. Get that mucus going. The more you get it out, the better you'll feel. So. One thing we do want to share, we actually did share, was Big Hoss, as you said, learned a valuable lesson of what you should specifically try to be staying away from when you have a cold. What is that, Big Hoss?
Milk.
Any kind of dairy, yeah, especially ice cream. Because why?
It agitates the mucus.
And you said how you found out the hard way. How?
Because I couldn't cough up mucus.
Yep. So definitely make sure you stay away from it. I know a lot of you guys are lovers of ice cream. Don't get me wrong, I am too. But you gotta be.
I thought the ice cream would help my sore throat. So.
Well, here's the thing. That's what's funny. Like, there is that, but then in the same vein, you would think as a positive, it's great, and it probably did, maybe a little bit. But it's like the after effect where you have the dairy once it sinks into your system, and you're already congested, your body's producing and spewing out this mucus. Warning ahead of time, this might get graphic for you guys, so don't hold this against us. But we are trying to be educational here as much as possible. But it can actually cause flare-ups to that and actually make the mucus worse. Now, here's another question, and we're not trying to get graphic. You have coughed up some mucus, correct?
Yeah.
What color are you typically seeing when you cough it up?
Right now it's clear.
That's good. That's a good sign, because that means that most of the infection is out of your body then.
But before it was green.
Yes, green or yellow means infection. So That's a very, very good sign. That's good news that at least the infection has seemingly left your body, which is great. So there is that positive to it. So at least be glad in that regard that that's one good indicator.
The only thing that's green that I spit up now is the mucus itself.
Yep, and that's usually when I had a cold almost a year ago. I want to say no, actually it was last November. I had the mucus had changed. It was clear. It just kept coming out, but I knew I wasn't having the infection. It was just my body was still trying to get the last remnants out. So that did take a little bit. But at the very least, again, at least the infection side is out because you do want that to be gone. You don't want that to linger because that could be problematic. And even at that time when I started getting clear, I had a couple of days where it actually went back to yellow a bit, and I'm like, I hope I'm really not getting an infection again because that's going to be like I'm kind of backsliding.
I feel like I'm getting it again. I'm getting it again. That's what I feel like.
Yep. So there is and again,
because I've been around April since.
Yeah.
But I feel like she got me sick again because today I just felt like shit.
Yeah, most likely, and again, probably wasn't on purpose, not naturally. Nobody ever intends to get people sick on purpose, but, that's why we say, too, if you're out in a group, whether it's school...
Well, also, my mom's been around me. She came and helped me clean my house, but...
She's not sick.
She's not sick, no.
Right, so that, yeah...
Because we waited a couple days before she came over.
Right. But, yeah, that's understandable. But, why we say, too, again, it's really important that you guys, if you're out in any kind of social gathering there where there's other people, and, number one, if you know you are sick, don't definitely go out, but, use extra caution because somebody else could be sick and they don't even know it. So, like you say, like you go to a club or a bar.
Did we get a payout from Spreaker yet?
Almost. Pretty soon. It's coming close. Maybe even after this week. I'm not sure because we've hit higher numbers. That should be coming out pretty soon. So keep your eyes on it. I don't know if they'll give you an email or anything. You might get a notice for that, but that is coming. We are right on the cusp of that. So yes.
Yeah, $10 split 2 ways is $5 each.
You can hold on. I'll let you keep that for now. That's fine because you're paying your portion, so I'm not worried about profiting right now from that. So you can hold on to that. Use that for that's not a big deal. So, because really right now we're just covering the cost of everything else, which is fine. And I've taken care of other things too, so I'm not worried about contribution for that. That's totally yours to keep for now. Once we get to a point where it's...
And I think we determined that I was paid off on the equipment, right?
Oh yeah, no, you're good for that. I'm not worried about that. Yeah, that's fine.
Okay.
Yep, it's just the monthly stuff. We cover the monthly costs. That's really all I care about. I'm not worried about that. That's fine. Which you have been. It's like I said, if you do October and November, then I'll give you a month off. You don't have to do December then. So,
yeah, I need money for December.
Yeah, no, that's fine because we'll have enough. Yeah, that's all right. Well, it works out good because we'll have enough for even upgrading some couple stuff there. We'll be fine because I've been saving it. The only thing I didn't realize was I had a transfer.
What are you doing in November?
What's that?
What are you doing in November?
What am I doing in November? Just in general?
Yeah.
Normal stuff. Working.
I wanted to see if you want to come visit Colorado for a couple days. For my birthday.
I can try. I can look into that weekend and see what's going on.
For my birthday, yeah. I wanted to see if you could come out for my birthday.
I can look into it. I can definitely check the calendar. It might be a possibility. See what's rolling there. If nothing really major is going on, sure. It might be a good possible option to come out for a day or two.
Yeah, my birthday. I wanted to see if you could come out for my birthday.
Yeah, I'll look at the calendar. I'll hit you back. I'll keep you in touch.
We could do something for my birthday. Yeah.
Sure.
So.
Yeah. No, I'll check my calendar. I'll keep you posted there. We can look into that. That's a possible option. It's farther out, so I'm not sure yet. Once I get into October, I'll know more so because I usually plan for the next month at that point. But.
Right.
Let's see. Where are we at? Your birthday is the 20. What is it? I always get mixed up. Is it 28th or 29th? The 29th. So that's on a Wednesday this year.
But I was thinking, you come out that weekend.
The weekend before, probably.
Yeah.
Yeah, it's a possibility. I'll check I'll see what we're looking at. Make sure I have nothing going there, but that's always an option. Yeah, we could look into that. Oop, telephone call. Let me, let's see, what time is it? 11 o'clock. I will call back because we're actually going to be done shortly. I know who it is calling me, so. Where are we at there? So, just to review here, for those of you, especially if you are just tuning in, this time of year, great time of year, fall brings a lot of great new opportunities for different things.
But it also brings sickness.
Yeah, that's one of the almost always guaranteed things. Not everybody all at once, but it does happen fairly frequently. So be prepared. Do your Kleenex shopping now. Have medication. One other thing I didn't mention, I should try this again. Maybe
I'm just even using toilet paper.
Toilet paper too is important. Yeah, those necessities. You can try Airborne. If you guys are not familiar with that, it was actually created by a teacher out in...
Damn it, I should have made my mom get me some Airborne.
You're getting what?
I should have made my mom get me some Airborne. I totally forgot about that.
You can, when next time she goes to the store, have it for next time, because in case you get sick again. But if you guys don't know what that is, it's a little tablet. It's almost like an Alka-Seltzer. You can put it in. I usually like to take it in a warm glass of water. You can drink it in cold, but I just feel like it tastes better in a warm cup, the goal
No, it tastes better in cold.
I don't like it just doesn't taste as good. I prefer a warmer. It just goes down smoother.
It goes down like tea then at that point.
Yeah, exactly. It's almost like drinking hot tea for that. So that's a little bit easier on the throat and the esophagus going down the tube there. But so you can take that. It'll help to boost your immune system. Now, it doesn't guarantee 100% that you won't get sick. But it's an opportunity where you'll be able to fight off the chance for infection by boosting your immune system and keeping yourself healthy. So another opportunity way you could do that, of course, and keeping yourself healthy, fresh fruits and vegetables, and drink plenty of liquids. Electrolytes are important too. That's something you might want to stock up on there, Hossie, if you don't have it.
I had Gatorade.
That's electrolytes. That's perfect. Yep, drink plenty of that. I always drink Gatorade and water both to kind of help combat that. That's another thing. If you guys don't like Gatorade, a lot of people sometimes don't. You can get Pedialyte or some kind of electrolyte affiliate for there.
I think Pedialyte tastes
to put back in your body. So
I think Pedialyte tastes worse than Gatorade.
I don't drink Pedialyte enough to really have an assessment on that. I've always drank Gatorade. I've been drinking Gatorade for 30 years. So I'm just accustomed to it. I've had people tell me how gross it is, and I don't think it is because I'm used to it, but some people don't like it.
Well, I went to Walmart one time, and all they had was the
Pedialyte?
water-like tasting Pedialyte.
See, I know they have, I think if you drank straight Pedialyte, it wouldn't taste good.
That's what they had. That's just...
Yeah, it's gotta be you gotta have some kind of flavoring just to kind of...
yeah, my brother used to buy the flavored Pedialyte.
Yeah, that might be a little bit better. If you just drink it plain, probably not as good. I probably would definitely safely say that's a safe bet there. I
think I got plain Pedialyte. That's what I got.
Yep.
Because it was more gooey.
Right. Yeah, that's true. It is a little thicker. So again, but everybody has different tastes. Whatever works for you guys, use it. So, at the very least, that can be something that can be beneficial and help you all there. But yeah, so there you go. There's an option there as well. So actually, we're going to go a little bit yet. Let's take one more quick break here, though, just to get one more little snap in. I'm going to definitely hit the bathroom myself. I don't know if Hoss needs to do that, but I do. One of you guys might have to. We'll take that real quick. Then we'll come back and chat a little bit yet for the night, and then we will get ready to wrap up because we are going to be ending pretty soon. It's hard to believe the night just flies by, but we have a good time. Hopefully it helps you pass the time by, especially if you're ailing. But, of course, we always look forward to many more stuff to come. We've got plenty of things coming up, and as we said, we're going to start working on a schedule to get more shows out for you guys to have entertainment up there because it seems like the numbers are requesting it, and we want to definitely help you guys out there. That would be awesome. So let's pause our fire here. We don't want it to go out and die entirely, of course, though. I know it's in my control, so it can't die, but I like to be dramatic with it just to keep you entertained. Take this last chance if you need a good snack there or need anything else. Again, take your meds if it's that time, or get some more tissues. Go, whatever. Refresh your drinks or get your electrolytes now if you have them there. Go check your fridge, check the cabinet, see what you got. Talk to your parents if you're younger, living with your parents. get that now, have that ready for you guys. At the very least, you'll be ready for bed tonight once we're off the air. And then we'll come back and we'll chat just a bit more to wrap up the evening. But we're so thankful to be here with you guys. Glad Big Hoss is feeling well enough to be here tonight. We hope he will feel better very much quickly soon. He's seeming to do better, just those little lingering effects there, which we've all been there, so we know how that feels. You're almost home free with getting away from the cold, but not quite yet. So hopefully that'll catch up quickly. But stay tuned for more. We'll be back for just a bit yet to chat with you all here on your Saturday night at the What's Up Bro podcast show, brought to you by J&J Production Studios, the one and only place for your true entertainment. We got it all. We got you covered no matter what your needs are. We are here to appease you there and bring you whatever it is we can to any regard. So we cater and service to all sizes, shapes, ages, everything. So there's always something for everybody. That's what we do best, and that's what we always try to work at. So come on back. We'll see you in just a moment to wrap things up for the night. Of course, as always, for more. Stay tuned. Do not go away. You don't want to miss it.
you love podcasts? Are you having difficulty finding the right ones to listen to? Is it frustrating when you're trying to pick that show? You know, the one where everyone must collectively agree on? Like finding a good movie or TV show to watch, do you look for the most jam-packed entertainment that's possible to find in a single episode every week? Then search no more, and welcome to J&J Production Studios. It's our business to provide the best entertainment and information available for you. Whether you're sitting in that comfy chair with your favorite snack and beverage listening live each week, or downloading your favorite show episodes to take with you on the go while you're at work, exercising, or even just to play at night for you to fall asleep to. There's something for everyone, no matter what size, shape, or age you are. Visit www.linktree.com/J_J Production Studios to find all the streaming services where our podcast shows can be found. You can also connect with us on your favorite social media platforms, including Facebook and Twitter. You can join our public Discord server and chat directly with us. But wait, there's more. You can subscribe to our official YouTube channel and be notified every time a new show is broadcast. Wish you could have some studio souvenirs or collectibles? Guess what? You can. Visit the official store where you can purchase items featuring your favorite podcast and show hosts. Would you like to help support us? You can do that by getting your very own exclusive membership on our Patreon account. All proceeds go to help us upgrade our shows, which will only enhance the entertainment provided to you. Thank you so much. We're excited to have you as an audience. Your love and support are always appreciated. We'll see you soon.
Are you enjoying the show? Do you want even more great content? Then check out the What's Up Bro podcast show's Linktree for all studio accounts, including the official show website, brought to you by J&J Production Studios. Catch all your favorite episodes of the show when they're uploaded. Curious to know who makes the show possible? Meet the cast and crew. Discover the magic behind the microphone, not just in front with our staff bios. Want to chat with other audience fans? Enter the forums section. Talk, engage, and interact with listeners from all over the globe. Not on social media and want the latest information? Then subscribe to the podcast newsletter and get everything delivered straight to your inbox. No matter what, you'll always stay connected. Thank you for listening, and stay tuned for more.
We'll be right back to the show with more in just a moment. Please stay tuned. We'll be right back to the show with more in just a moment. Please stay tuned. We'll be right back to the show with more in just a moment. Please stay tuned. We'll be right back to the show with more in just a moment. Please stay tuned.
Do what you want, do what you want, do it. Do what you want, do what you want, do it.
Break time is over. We're so glad you stayed tuned. Now back to the action as the show is set to resume.
All right, welcome back, you guys. Thanks so much for hanging out there. If you're just tuning in live, welcome to the What's Up Bro podcast show, brought to you exclusively by J&J Production Studios, your one true home for entertainment. We have been in the sick bay tonight. Everybody, I'm sure, is getting sick. It's the first official day of fall. Even Big Hoss is sick. If you guys missed that, he's been sharing that. He actually had to deck out. He had to drop off and leave. He had to help somebody else there, needed some help there, so he passed along his well wishes to you guys. And, of course, his signatory saluting, please do not drink and drive. Be responsible if you're out partying hardy this weekend. But we wish him the best, as well as everybody else and all of you who are still ailing from some type of illness. Hopefully these tips helped you tonight. And again, if you ever have any others that you can think of, by all means, share them with us, chat with us during the show, hit us up on social media. You can even send us an email at the studio email as well. Whatever is your pleasure there, let us know. We always like to learn something new that we can help share with others. If we all benefit, we all win. So, why not? We're here to help and do everything that we can. So, but please feel well, get better safely and soon. We're actually going to wrap up here because our night is over, believe it or not. We have hit that magical time, that witching hour, that we are now finished for the weekend. I know, it's sad. We need a boo-hoo button here somewhere. We're going to add some sound effects soon, too. We want to get some of those on here, but fear not, we will be back. Hoss and I will sit down. We're going to work on a schedule. We want to get some other shows out for you guys because you guys have been really trending and following us there, so we appreciate that. We're going to work on getting those out very soon for you all, but we will, of course, be back next weekend. It is tentatively scheduled, planned, as I mentioned at the beginning of the show. I want to mention it here again before we wrap up, too. We have a possibility of recording an episode with our good buddy Ramsey Veach, Impulse Martial Arts. We're going to do another episode of Into the Martial Arts World, possibly tomorrow. I haven't heard anything. I haven't checked. So not official yet, but if we do, or we are able to record that tomorrow, we'll have that uploaded probably for either next Friday or Saturday night in lieu of, or in place of us being live. We'll have that pre-recorded. So we'll see how that goes. We'll keep you guys posted, even on social media as well. Make sure you're following us there. Check it out, available. And of course, you can always check us out on YouTube if you haven't subscribed yet. What are you waiting for? You're missing all the action. Go hit that subscribe button and make sure to click the little notifications bell, ring-a-ding-ding. Or rather, I should do it this way. Click the notifications bell and be notified anytime new content is uploaded for any of the shows that we offer here and feature at the studio. And of course, as always, you can check us out anywhere from any of your favorite podcast streaming services, including, but not limited to, Spreaker, Spotify, iHeartRadio, SoundCloud, plenty more, Google Podcasts. We're still working on expanding to a couple others as well, in addition to some other stuff we got going on. Plenty of projects and irons in the fire. We're still trying to isolate and figure out everything too, but they are coming, so keep up with us. Stay tuned for more. We'll have it for you guys. Plenty of entertainment, jam-packed. We got a great rest of the year planned and going up, so can't wait for those holidays to start. Christmas is just around the corner, and we're going to be rocking and jamming to all kinds of great Christmas tunes, so hope you guys are looking forward to it. We are just as eagerly awaiting and excited by it as well. Great content yet to come there, including some other special guests we're working on trying to get in here as well, in addition to other stuff too. But that's going to do it for us here, and of course, for my benefit too, I'm Sam Crow. Please, guys, be happy, be healthy, be safe. Take care of yourselves. Take care of your family and friends. Let's try to stay as healthy as we can. I know it's next to impossible, but let's do our very best. At least not make the germs too easy to get a hold of our body. Let's try to fight back, put up the good, hold our own, and stand a good defense so that we don't get sick, or at least not as sick as we could. And for those of you having COVID, suffering, our thoughts and prayers are with you. I know it's still not fun, so stay strong, keep high in good spirits. You'll get through it soon. We're confident of that. Can't wait to have you guys be healthy as well again. But we hope the little bit of time you spend with us here and listen to us will help take your mind off of it and cheer you up. That would really make our day too, especially. But we'll do whatever we can to help you guys and look forward to all of us being happy and healthy and enjoying the rest of 2023. And I know it's early. We're going to toast this and cheers come New Year's. But here's already to 2024, a new year with new possibilities. One never knows what's going to happen here at the show. But of course, as always, you guys have a great night. We'll see you next time. Much love and appreciation to every single one of you. Have a great rest of your weekend. We'll see you guys again very soon. Take care, guys. See you all again. And of course, as always, until next time, when we see you at the show.
Thank you for listening to the What's Up Bro show. Catch all the latest live action on your favorite podcast streaming services, including Spreaker, Spotify, iHeartRadio, and more. You can also check out episodes on the studio's official YouTube channel. Subscribe and become a member today. Don't forget to also turn on notifications so you'll know when new content is uploaded. Stay tuned and don't miss a single moment. We love and appreciate all your support. And as always, we will see you at the show.